Hey guys, what's up? In this video we're gonna see if Granger can still carry games. He's been nerfed several times in a row, so we'll find out if he's still a good hero to use this new season. The nerfs he received were: first, his physical damage bonus was reduced by 5%, from 50% down to 45%. Second, his movement speed while attacking was also reduced by 5%, from 15% to just 10%. I don't know what else they're planning to nerf next. By the way, we're using Granger as our core in this game. From what I can see, he can still rotate pretty well, but that's just me. I'm really used to playing Granger as a core. Looks like we have a Layla on our team again. Have you noticed there are so many Layla users these days? Moonton should have nerfed her instead, not Granger. Just kidding. Even though he's been nerfed, we're still gonna use him properly, and you'll see that in this game. For the first rotation, I went to the gold lane because I usually rely on the marksman in the late game. Also, the enemy's marksman is Leslie, who Granger can easily counter. They also made a mistake trying to gank here, and because of that, we ended up picking off both their mage and their tank. And you can really notice the difference in Granger's damage now. It's definitely harder to aim his first skill, so here's my advice to all Granger users out there. You need to learn how to cancel his first skill properly, because his movement speed while attacking has really been reduced. At this point, I'm really thinking about how to give this newly nerfed Granger the best item build possible. I was actually at a disadvantage against their core here, and I didn't get the first turtle either, so I went straight to the top lane to make a gank. And since I still hadn't seen their mage, I was pretty sure they were still around here. The problem was, they made the wrong move, and I ended up picking them off together with Leslie. And I also didn't notice their tank, Johnson, and their core, who was actually in conceal, so I ended up getting picked off too. I've also noticed a lot of things happening in Mobile Legends lately. There are so many issues, and people are saying that a lot of players have moved to Honor of Kings. I actually tried playing Honor of Kings. It's pretty decent, but I still love Mobile Legends more, and I won't stop playing this game. By the way, let's get back to Granger. Since his movement speed was reduced, it's still better to use Hunter Strike on him. But there's this one item I tried on him in this match. I'm not even sure if it will work. I just wanted to test it out. Their core actually made a mistake here, so we were able to pick them off. By the way, our roamer in this game is Sylvana. I hope you already claimed her new free skin. And after building Sky Piercer, my next item was Brute Force. This item gives additional movement speed, and since Granger is really squishy, you really need at least a bit of durability. Cece is definitely the one causing problems in this game, but if you go up against her, just build Dominance Ice, especially if you're using a fighter or a tank. But we managed to pick her off here. Good thing there were 4 of us. And their Johnson made another mistake here. He left Leslie behind, or maybe Leslie just got off the ride. Probably didn't have enough fare, so I was able to pick her off. Johnson did come in, but we managed to take him down too. And my teammates managed to kill their core. I went back to farming because I really want to figure out the best items for Granger. I had just finished building Brute Force, and next, I plan to go for Malefic Roar. And since it was already Lord Time, the core should always be near the objectives. So after taking the blue buff, I went straight to position myself. But Johnson was actually on his way, so I tried poking him with my skill. And that's when I realized I really had no damage. Poor Granger. It's really sad what they're doing to Granger, just like what happened to Carrie before. She got nerfed over and over until barely anyone used her. I wish they focused on other heroes instead, but it's all good. I believe that if you know how to use a hero properly, even if they've been nerfed, they can still be strong. Do you guys agree? In this part, we were at a disadvantage in terms of positioning. No one wanted to initiate, and even our roamer stayed at the back. So the enemy got the upper hand and picked off 3 of my teammates. But I still tried to secure the Lord, even though I knew I was going to die. Unfortunately, I didn't get it because Johnson stunned me, and I couldn't use Retribution in time. Good thing we didn't have a hard time defending here, because my teammates were able to take down 3 of the enemies. And as for my item build, the next one was War Axe. I'm not sure if it'll work, but I really wanted to give Granger some spell vamp, just so he can at least fight back a little. When you're playing core Granger, you can't avoid ending up in the front sometimes, even though you're supposed to stay in the back. But I don't know. At this point, I'm starting to feel like Granger's just getting weaker. What do you think? And I went back to farming here. Honestly, this game has been a bit tough because I'm using Granger, but I'm not really blaming the developers for nerfing this hero. It's fine with me, no problem at all. I also know there's nothing we can really do. We're just players. I'm just a small content creator. Who am I to complain? Here we were actually surprised by their core and Johnson, but it seems like they made a mistake with their engage and we managed to take them down. And for those who don't know, I used to have a channel that was all about Granger, back when his skills didn't have effects like they do now. Actually, I also had another channel where I only talked about Granger, but I wasn't able to upload there anymore. I also want to teach you something. If your enemy is using Vengeance, don't attack them, especially if you're using Granger. The return damage really hurts, just like the CC we're up against in this game. I saw that Johnson was using his ultimate here, so what I did was try to bait him into crashing. I acted like I was going to get hit, then quickly dodged so he would crash into the wall instead. But I think Johnson's not a very good driver, or maybe he actually read my mind. But just look at Granger's damage, it's really not there. Or maybe it's because my item build is wrong. It's okay though, I'll just try a different build in the next game, and I'll let you guys know how it goes. You can also leave your suggestions in the comments section. Maybe some pro Granger players out there can share their knowledge. Help me out, guys. And we were able to secure the Lord here, all thanks to a mistake made by their Johnson. And we went straight to the bottom lane to take down CC. Our only fighter in this game was Zilong after all. I was about to take the blue buff, but I saw Johnson driving around again, so I decided to just stick with my teammates. Also, sorry guys, if my item build in this game isn't the best, don't copy it exactly. You can still go for brute force, but for your last item, just build Blade of Despair so you can really deal damage. And to answer the question, can Granger still be used? Yes, he's still usable, as long as you position yourself properly during team fights and build the right damage items. They made Granger slower, so you'll also need some movement speed, but in the end, it still depends on how you use him. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you won't get tired of supporting my channel.